Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am actually filming this on my phone because yet again I don't have a video for this week. I'm filming this on Sunday, the day I'm posting it. I had this last week where I didn't have anything filmed and I was like, do I just not post? Do I rush a video or do I do a live stream? And I ended up doing a live stream, which I was really glad I did. Thank you to all of you who joined, either live or watched it back, because I really enjoyed it. And I think loads of you did too. And I was like, I should do this like at least once a month, I think, because it is really fun to connect like instantly rather than in an edited way. But I've done the same this week, guys. I don't have a video filmed, which I'll come on to. Like the reasons why, and I was like, I can't do another live stream and I don't want to not post, so I was like, well, maybe I'll just be honest with how I'm feeling. So I don't have a video filmed for this week. Practically it's because I was at home and I was with my parents and my brothers, so that was really nice. I went home Wednesday to Friday, just hung out really. I don't think we did a lot. What did we actually do? Dog walks, went to like a garden centre, just chilled really, went for brunch one of the days, which was really nice. But also just because since the beginning of this year, and I didn't want to say anything because I don't want any of you to get offended, because I think sometimes when I talk about things like this, some people take it personally. They think it's like, they take it as a personal attack that I don't like YouTube. From the beginning of this year I've been like, I hate YouTube, and I've been trying to like understand why that is, and I'm like, oh no, it's not because I hate YouTube, it's because something doesn't feel right. And I think it's because with lots of the weekly vlogs that I've been doing and sharing my life, it's become quite repetitive, I think, for you guys, but also because for me filming, and I go, I just do the same things, and then it's like, oh, I need to plan to do something, and I'm starting to plan things to do for the vlog. Like, I'm not doing it, like, what I want vlogging to be is I bring you along with me whenever I'm doing things. But then it starts to flip because I go, oh, this is boring, so let me plan something for this week so that I've got something to film. And I don't want to live my life like that. I don't want to just live my life for the vlog. Do you know what I mean? I want it to be like the vlog is just a fly on the wall, bringing you along with me. But then also, I feel like, without going into much detail, there's been like some people overstepping the mark that watch my videos, and it makes me feel really vulnerable. It makes me want to withdraw and go, oh, I don't like this, because my vlogs are personal. They are me doing my everyday life. It's different to like what I used to do with Leah, which was we had a subject which was about America or the UK, and people got to know us through that, but it wasn't about our lives. That felt different. So when there was like weird people, stalkers, you know, trolls, whatever, it was like, well, it's okay because you don't actually know me. You watch, you know, these videos, but they're not about us. Whereas when it's like my life, it just feels really weird. I don't really know how to explain it other than that. So it's made me retreat a bit and go, I don't want to do weekly vlogs to the extent that I've been doing them. So I've been like talking to my coach about that, like my social media coach, Laura, and we're coming up with like a schedule and like types of content I can do that don't rely on sharing my personal life. So I think that's going to be going down to like once or twice a week, not a week, once or twice a month, which feels manageable and feels like I'll be excited to share what I've been doing with you, because I haven't been doing it every single week. And the rest of the videos will be ones which I can film, you know, in real time. In, like, for example, the Costco video. I went to Costco, filmed that one time, one place. It's not about me. Yeah, other content that is like sit down and chat with you guys, that isn't just about showing you going for a dog walk, what I'm cooking the kids for dinner, what we're doing, you know, of an evening and things like that, that isn't reliant on that. Don't know if that makes any sense. And the reason I said some people get offended is because I think some people take it personally, because they go, I think most people have an understanding of like a creator-viewer relationship, which is like, I get it, we feel really close to each other even though we've never met, and people that don't watch YouTube don't get that, but we get that. But most people, there's that line of going, but I know that I don't really know Joel and Joel doesn't really know me. Whereas some people don't have that and they either like will A, overstep the mark, or B, say like, oh, they'll take something like this personally because it's the only like connection that they have to me, and they think that by me not vlogging as much, they go, well, that's because you don't like me, which has nothing to do with that. It's just my work-life balance, if that makes sense. I don't know. That's what I've been dealing with since January, of just going, and some people have noticed, they've been like, I just feel like you're not enjoying vlogging as much, and I'm not enjoying it, guys. I really am loving everything I post on Instagram. I love it. Like, I put all my time and effort and energy. I wake up and I think about like, oh, what can I film this week for Instagram? It used to be YouTube. I need to go to my HIIT class, guys. Got 8 minutes. It used to be that for YouTube. Oh, what can I film this week for YouTube? And I've just lost the love of it. So I want to try and get the love back. And like I said, it's not because I don't like filming myself on the internet, obviously. I'm vain. I enjoy, you know, chatting to you guys and filming it and putting it online. It's just the way in which I do that. So I need to work that out, and that's what I've been trying to work out since January. I'm off to a HIIT class now. It's Sunday, it's Father's Day today. So I'm going to do this HIIT class, and then Keegan and the kids are meeting me here in Leeds, and I've booked a restaurant. Do you know DeCampo's restaurant? He's like a celebrity chef in the UK. I went to his restaurant with my friend Rachel, who came up to visit me, and it was really nice. So I've booked that for us. So I'm going to meet them after my HIIT class. I think it's also not helped, guys. I've been ill for like the last week. I've also not been working out because of that, really. I've done like 1 or 2 workouts here and there, but I haven't done this HIIT class in like 2 or 3 weeks actually. So I think this will hopefully kickstart me, give me a bit of a boost for the week. And then, yeah, I'll update you on some things when I get home. Lol that I've just said that like I'm not gonna be filming my life as much, and then I'm gonna go home and film for you. But yeah, hopefully that reassures you that I'm still gonna be doing that. It's just I'm not gonna be doing that every single week. Oh my gosh, that was hard, guys, because I haven't been in ages and I've not been well. My asthma's been playing up, and I twinged my knee again a few weeks ago. It's feeling better, but it started twinging again. So it's like I've got all the excuses today, but it went well. I did forget to bring hair wax though, which is very annoying, because we're going out for lunch now at a nice place. So I think I'm gonna call to Boots and get like a mini little hair wax I can keep in my bag, so if this happens again, I'll be prepared. I'm very out of breath. I'm still wearing my gym trainers, and I bought some other nicer trainers, so I'll go back to the car and change into those. It feels good though to be active again. It was an absolute killer, but the endorphins definitely feel good. It's the most miserable June, guys. It's mid-June and it's about 12 degrees today, and it has been for ages. And it's been raining a lot. It's dry now. This is the nicest weather we've had so far in June up north. I get embarrassed wearing this top, guys. I really like it. I bought it from Kenzo, hence why it's got a K. Until someone, I can't remember who it was, one of my friends was like, oh, is that K for Keegan? And I was like, no, it's for Kenzo. I was like, oh no. Now people might, if they know Keegan's name, then people will be like, oh, you're wearing it because the boyfriend's name begins with K. I'm like, no. Right, so this is the state of the front garden. Firstly, all these weeds here, and then it's just overgrown. So I know some of you had said to me like, yeah, do the front garden video and like you could like design it, but it's already got a design, believe it or not. That's all supposed to be grass. And then there's like flower beds around here. Ava, shush. Just look at all the weeds down here, and that one trailing into that bush. Like, this is all supposed to be grass, but all these weeds and bushes have come up in it. Those weeds have sprung up there. So I'm going to start trying to tackle it, but when it's gotten this bad, it's never been this bad before. It's like I don't know where to start, but I might try and start by ripping out those massive weeds. Look at all that. That can be chucked over the fence at the back. Obviously, I know with most weeds, you should actually pull them out by the roots. However, those ones were so thick, like the stems were like that thick, I wouldn't have been able to pull them out. So I might have to dig them out with a trowel. Obviously, I'm not going to do all of this garden in this one video. There are some things I need to get. So after doing this, I'm like, I definitely need to get some gloves, some gardening gloves. Look at this trailing weed that gets everywhere. Like, you don't want that in the bush. There's actually a bush under here, guys. Look. Right, here we go. Got a load of, this is the third load that I'm gonna chuck over the fence. Let me explain to you, because that sounds bad, doesn't it? This fence, this is like, not wasteland, but nothing well, I say nothing grows there. All that grows there is weeds and bushes and stuff. So, just do this. Which is the handiest part about the plot of this house, is it's just like this. So return it to the whence it came. That's not the phrase. From whence it came. It's just like this as well, like by our garage door. There's a big weed. I do actually have 2 types of weed killer from last year. This is the one you can spray on the lawn friendly, and then this one is one that you spray on pavings and stuff. Right, let me see if I might get the lawnmower out and just cut the grass. It's conked out. Right, let's see, it might be full. It's not really that full. Okay, already it looks miles better, which I will show you. And you can see the general shape of the garden, which you couldn't see before, which I think was why people were like, oh, you can plan the layout of the garden. I was like, oh no, it's already got a layout. So as you can see, that is the grassy area with a flower bed all the way around. So this is where it kept conking out on bits like this, where it's really thick grass, as well as the weeds, which I just cut there, which I'll need to try and get them out of the ground. But I think I'm going to need to dig them out. And I need to sort all this, because the bushes are growing onto the grass. So basically I need to trim the bushes back and then like re-get the lawn. But I am thinking of planting one of the trees I got, the salix, in the garden. Maybe another one of those, just to like get a bit more privacy here, but I don't know, we'll see. Right guys, I think I'm pretty much done for today. I'm by no means finished, but I just wanted to get it looking tidy today at the very least. Still need to sort out this bed. What I'm more interested in is looking after this tree and this rose bush. As you can see, there's like 1 rose on it. And I think if I research how to like prune a rose bush, that by next year could be a lot bigger. And the tree is so bare. As you can see, this bit is completely dead. So I need to get a saw, because we don't currently have a saw, and lop that off and look into like pruning that. And again, in a year or 2, that should blossom nicely. Or it doesn't have flowers, but you know, it should look a bit more full. Basically, I still need to do the beds. I've ripped out the plants that were in there, and I want to look at planting some more things there, and the bushes need trimming back. But ultimately, if I show you from the angle I showed you at the start, it's a lot tidier. I still need to like get rid of all the weeds there and all the weeds and dead leaves from here, but again, something for another day. So in the back garden, this was the tree that I bought, which you might have seen in another vlog when I went to the range. I think she's struggling a bit because she doesn't want to be in her tiny pot. Because when I got her, she was a lot, like, these were a lot shorter, but they were very pink, and now they're sort of dead. So I think she needs to go in the ground. My apple tree over here is thriving, which is amazing to see. She's doing so well. And the apple is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Look at that. I've got to show you this. So the other day, I went to B&Q. I say the other day, it was about 3 weeks ago. Right, I've just finished the gym, and I've just come into B&Q because I want some fairy lights for the garden. Yeah, I need some outdoor fairy lights, but I don't really know where they'd be. If they'd be outdoors in the garden centre, or if they'd be indoors. Oh yeah, it'll probably be with stuff like this, where outdoor rugs, outdoor chair furniture. Aha. Deco bulbs, they're quite big, aren't they? Well, these ones are alright. String lights in a bulb, round bulb shape. What are they? Are they battery powered or solar powered? Solar powered. Try me. Ooh. Yeah, they're nice, they'll do. Maybe I should get 2 of those. There we go. They were 4 for 3, but I don't need 4 packs because each one spans 8 meters. So I've got 16 meters of light. Yeah, so they're £18 each, which was quite a lot. £36 for 2, but it should make the garden very nice this summer evenings with the lights on in the hot tub. It would be lovely. The reason I got the giggles a little bit when I said about fairy lights, I don't know if you noticed, was because on the way in, I was walking, I've just been to the gym, I was just walking in.
Excuse me.
Yeah. And a woman was like, excuse me, would you mind putting this bag of soil in my car? And she was like, I had no idea how I had the strength to put it in the trolley, but she couldn't get it out because it weighed quite a lot. So I was like, yeah, of course. So like, put it in her trolley. She was like, oh, it's like you've been to the gym. I was like, I've already been. And she was like, oh, and like, you know, making comments about me being all strong and stuff. And she had a trolley and I was going in. So I was like, should I just take your trolley for you? I mean, it's as if I work for B&Q. And she was like, yeah, do you mind? And I was like, no. So I've like put the soil in for her. I took her trolley back, feeling all like masculine and like, oh, I've helped her out. And then it was like, oh, I'm coming in for fairy lights. She probably, well, maybe assumed I was going in for something masculine, and like, bearing in mind, I don't talk like this to everyone. Like when it's a stranger, I'm just like, hi, yeah, cool, yeah, no problem. So she probably didn't know I was gay. But then if I'd have told her I'm going in for fairy lights, she would have been like, oh, there we go. Anyway, I'm pleased with those. We'll see how there we go. They'll be lovely. And then here we are. I've put them up. So these are solar powered fairy lights. They look very good. Ignore the duvet. We had a little accident with the dog. So
Fen pissed on it.
Fen pissed. Oh yeah, it's in the microphone. Yeah, we had a little accident with it because Fen pissed on it. He weed on our bed. So that's good. So we, huh? Yeah, we've ordered another one. And that one's just drying out because it wouldn't dry in the dryer, weirdly. And as you can see, our sun loungers have not been used very much because, weirdly, today is like the nicest day we've had in a long time. But it wasn't like that this morning. It was raining this morning. Hello, guys. So, oh dear, gardening done, and I'm in the hot tub. I keep forgetting I don't need to get close to the camera because I've got this microphone. So let me spin it this way because the seat's very deep. I am absolutely exhausted, guys. Not from the gardening, although that probably has tipped me over the edge. But actually the sun's in my eyes there. Oh, I just can't get comfy. Because I went to the HIIT class this morning, so my legs are in bits. So this hot tub will actually be doing me some good. I thought I'd show you this as well. When I went home earlier this week, I went to a garden centre with my mum, and you can't see because I've put Pepsi Max in the glass, but this is a plastic outdoor proof glass made to look like cut glass, which I thought would be really nice for cocktails or making like a mojito or just a gin and tonic for the hot tub, which would be quite cool. So I bought a few of those. They were on offer at my local garden centre, so I really like that. I've also got my favourite, my Period Living magazine. So some of you might know, I used to subscribe to Period Living magazine, and it's basically a magazine all about sort of traditional, sort of vintage, antique style, but making it modern. So for example, they've got a feature all about backsplashes, which are really nice. I really love the marble backsplash. And that one's quite nice. That's a mosaic one. And I also like that one. That's a wallpaper with perspex or glass on it to make it more durable. Look at how gorgeous this kitchen is. I love the traditional shaker style cabinetry. And look, she's put like, what do they call them? You guys will know. Antique brassware, which is just so stunning. And look at the doors as well, the crystal doors. Oh, divine. Yeah, I really like this magazine. I stopped subscribing to it after a while, really because, I mean, most of you know, I own a house in London with Lucy, and it's a Victorian house, I think. Yeah, it was built in 1870. So whilst I was living there, I really love traditional style, like with a modern twist, but like I like restoring features and as opposed to renovating it, like ripping it down. So I was really into it and developing a sort of sense of taste, sense of style. Then I moved up here, and Keegan's house is absolutely lovely, but it is a new build. It's like completely new. It's about 12 years old, I think, this house, but that's still new, isn't it? And I was like, well, it doesn't really fit with the style of the house, and Keegan's kind of already done it because it's new. Everything's sort of done. And Keegan had already done everything before I moved in, so Period Living didn't really suit the style of this house. So I stopped subscribing to it, and then the other day I was in London, and I won't go into it. I touched on it on the live stream that I did. If you haven't watched the live stream, go and watch it. It was fun. I know it's not live, but I mean, someone commented going, "I'm sorry, Joel, I love you, but I'm not watching an hour-and-a-half video." And I was like, hun, no offense taken, it was a live stream. Like, calm down. I didn't make an hour-and-a-half video. I did a live stream. I can take it down if you want. It doesn't have to stay up. Anyway, it's as if people think I've put a gun to their head and I'm like, you must watch my videos. Like, if you want to watch 2 seconds of my video, you can watch 2 seconds. That is fine. Anyway, can you see how everything's getting to me at the minute with regards to social media? But anyway, I had a really, really bad day. It was a day where I ended up on the phone to my agent in tears, to my mum in tears, to Keegan in tears. I'm so grateful that I have such amazing agents and managers, because I even then was texting my managers, my social media managers, and like crying by text to them about it. They're so good. They're just very, I suppose it's this, you would never really do that, I think, if you had a normal 9-to-5 job, but the sort of relationship that like an artist, sounds so wanky, doesn't it, but an artist has with their manager or agent is a bit more like a therapist sometimes. And I feel very able to have a meltdown in front of both my voiceover agent and and my social media managers, which I'm very grateful for. So thank you if you're watching this, for the support you gave me. But anyway, I was having a really rough day and I was getting the train back home, and I was like, I'm treating myself to Period Living magazine, and I've gotten back into it now, and I'm like, oh, it's really gotten me back in the mood. And I was like, even though I don't live in an older house, we are looking at a still moving house, and we are looking at older properties. Keegan's sort of joined my team now, where he's like, he would quite like to live in an older property. And so I know I'm just, you know, it's a hobby to read that magazine and think about sort of traditional, classic, modern interiors and stuff. So I can do it regardless, but also it might come in handy one day. So anyway, no more updates for you. I'm sorry about the garden. I know some people will like videos to be from beginning to end, and like over the course of a month or whatever to see the garden from beginning to end. However, I don't want to do that. A, because I'm rushing to get a video ready for you guys for today, post it for today, but also mainly because I was like, I want your help along the way. Some of you will know far more about gardening than I do, and I love reading your suggestions. And I think the downside, I've done those project videos before from beginning to end when I lived in London. So like when I did my wardrobe doors, I got custom made wardrobe doors, I filmed that journey. When I did repainted the front door, when I did all different sorts of things, I do it from beginning to end. But the downside is when you guys come up with suggestions, sorry about the light on my face by the way, when you guys have suggestions on a video like that, it's too late, I've already done the video. So this will be quite nice. All I've done is basically tidied it a little bit. It needs properly tidying. It needs, like, the beds need turning over, maybe getting some bark and laying that down, but I do want to buy some more plants and plant it in the edges. I want to plant that tree out there as well. So there's still bits to be done, but if you know anything, if you've got any suggestions, let me know. The thing is, I'm torn because part of me does want it low maintenance. However, another part of me is like, no, I want to learn, because I do enjoy that. Like, I do enjoy gardening. Well, I think I do. Having done that, I really enjoyed that. The thought of doing it is worse than the reality, I suppose. Anyway, it's a pity you can't see these fairy lights, because they won't come on until about 11 PM tonight when it finally gets dark. It stays light so long here. I'm trying to think what else to update you on, because I've not been vlogging as much. I'm like, oh, I'm sure there's things that have happened that I haven't updated you on. I've waffled on for far too long now, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope some of it made sense at the start. I'm sorry for, like, I feel like I was just waffling. I just have been feeling a bit like I don't know what to do, because I'm really loving making short content, but I know lots of you that watch this don't like short content. You like this long content. And then I'm like, well, I do like making it. Like right now, of course, I'm enjoying chatting to you. Otherwise, we wouldn't be talking for 9 minutes now. I'm going to read my magazine. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time, next week, for another video. Not sure what it's going to be. What is it going to be? Don't know. Anyway, see you soon. Bye.